Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? And women, for the females, hey. So, in today's video, we have another GFL Time Council update. You feel me? Wait a minute, I didn't even do the astrology yet. Yo, I'm about to pause this video. So I only got messages from the Time Council. I forgot to look at the astrology. Let me do that, John, real quick. Hold up. Alright, I'm back, yo. I got the astrology, so let's just start reading that joint right now. So on Tuesday, we have Mars entering Virgo, and Tuesday's actually the day of Mars. So this energy might be a bit enhanced, but Mars entering Virgo deals with us taking action on analyzing, specifically analyzing our emotions due to the fact that Mercury rules over Virgo and Mercury is currently in Cancer. So that means that when Mars enters Virgo, is going to make us take more action on analyzing our emotions. Then we have the waning moon in Pisces on Wednesday. This deals with us pretty much having a pretty big release and releasing things from our unconscious mind. So this could be like unconscious beliefs, unconscious emotions, and stuff like that. It's likely going to be unconscious emotions, like letting go of unconscious emotions. It's going to be more along the lines of that. You feel me? And then on Sunday, my fault. On Friday, we have the sun entering Cancer, which is going to make us express our emotions more. There's also going to be the June solstice, which means it's going to be summertime, which is pretty fucking lit. You feel me? So now for the messages from the Time Council. Alright, so the first thing they mention is like the call of your muse. It's like 'cause this is for like the overall energy, right, of this week and maybe some weeks to follow. So being called by your muse, kind of being inspired. So you may become a bit more creative and be getting inspiration from your spirit, whether you're called to write more, whether you're called to make more music, whether you're called to dance, whether you're called to make more videos or something like that. You feel me? I know for me, I've been writing way more, um, and I have been making dumb videos. I actually made 10 videos yesterday and I dropped 5 of them on YouTube. You feel me? But yeah, bro. So there's like a really big thing with the overall energy, kind of just becoming inspired by our spirit and getting more inspiration from our spirit. You may also start seeing like maybe like possible future timelines for yourself. You may get some new ideas about how to manifest some new things, whatever it be. You feel me? So that's that. The next thing deals with like kind of just getting in like a perfect harmony and like a just really just being in tune with the grand symphony of things. Like literally, because when I do these right, I look at the astrology. I also get messages like just like I just channel them, and I also pull out cards. And there's literally two cards that came out that both dealt with being in tune and being in this one says a grand symphony. This one says in perfect harmony. You feel me? So it's like it's like for the overall energy and shit like that, it's like dead ass. Like niggas is gonna be getting more in tune. You feel me? Which makes sense. I mean, if you're getting inspired by your spirit, why would you not be in tune with your spirit as a result of following that inspiration? You feel what I'm trying to say? And then last thing is kind of just having more gratitude. So you may just naturally feel more grateful for the things in your life. You may appreciate things more, just naturally just appreciate things, stuff like that. You feel me? So yeah. Now for the physical energy, right? So physically, right? It's gonna be a lot of like surrender going on. Like, you gotta just surrender to what's happening. You can't control everything. And it may be a period of time where there's like healing and like just releasing certain things. You may feel like there may be like certain love lost, like maybe like there's like a breakup that happens, or like you had a certain passion but you can't really do it no more, but it makes you pick up a new passion or something like that. So it's like you may just feel like you lost some shit, or like you kind of just gotta surrender, like you're just healing and releasing things. Which I mean that makes sense because the waning moon is gonna be in Pisces, which deals with releasing unconscious emotion and stuff like that. You feel me? So Yeah, next thing is a message that keeps on popping up, and it kind of annoyed me when this message popped up. I'm like, bro, not a fucking again, bro. What the fuck, bro? They mentioned exploring the mystery of life. You feel me? Noticing the mystery of life, noticing the magic of life, um, and kind of just being excited by noticing these things. You feel me? So you may literally start practicing magic more. You may start getting into like the occult, and the occult's not evil. Occult just means hidden, so it means that you understand the hidden aspects of life. You may start solving more of the mysteries of life, things you've been thinking about for a while. You may start getting the answers for it. You feel me? Just really just um getting in tune with the mystery and magic of life is a big thing. You feel me? Then the last thing they mentioned with the earth energy is finding the jewel within inside of your teardrops. So having appreciation for the sad moments, you feel me? Connecting your spiritual side and your emotions and realizing how your spirit is communicating with you through your emotions. I mean, it would make sense. You know, we have Mars in Virgo, which is going to make us analyze our emotions more. It's gonna we have the waning moon in Pisces, making us release unconscious emotions, and we have the sun entering Cancer, making us express our emotions. So it makes sense that emotions would be a big thing at this period of time right now, and how we could actually notice that our spirit is communicating with us through our emotions. You feel me? And now for the energy in the higher spiritual planes. So the first thing they mention is that like you may feel a bit like homesick. Like, for example, it's like if you're a star seed, right, you may be really desiring to connect with your star family. Or even if you're not a star seed and you're just like a spiritual person, you may feel like you want to go back to like your spiritual home. You may feel like the way that the earth is right now, you wish it was more reflective of your spiritual life. You feel me? You wish that life was just more spiritual altogether, and that life was more reflective of your spirit and not reflective of physical matter and stuff like that and all this type of shit. You feel me? But through that homesickness, you're kind of meant to realize that all paths will lead to home, because you may feel like you're forced to do something in your life right now. And as you're doing this thing, it makes you feel more and more homesick, because you doing this thing that you don't want to do just reminds you of everything which you do want to do. And as you realize that, it's supposed to make you accept that, damn, maybe I can do something else, because all paths will lead home anyway. They want you to realize that. So it's like, even though you may feel a bit homesick, you'll realize how no matter what you do, you're going to always end up going back home anyway. You feel me? So if you've been noticing that you kind of just been feeling like tired of Earth, or you've been wishing you could kind of just go back to your spiritual home and stuff like that, just understand that you're always going to go back there. All paths lead home anyway. So do what you kind of want to do, because no matter what you do, you'll always end up back right where you need to be. You feel me? Next thing is kind of realizing that you're not alone and that you're being supported spiritually, even if physically you're not around a lot of people. You're still not alone. The reason why you're not around a lot of people is because you're not meant for everyone, and you're kind of going to be understanding that more. You feel me? And as you understand that you're not for everyone and stuff like that, you'll kind of hold yourself in a more sacred manner, and you'll become a bit more open to the support that you do have, which is a bit more non-physical. Because if there's no one around you, it can make you become more forced to tap into yourself. And as you tap into yourself, you kind of start to sense the spiritual support that's all around you. And as you do this, you kind of can become more of like a I keep wanting to say like a seed holder. It's like you hold the seed for the new earth. You feel me? It's like you are made for the new earth. You're made for a more spiritual earth. So because of that, while Earth is a bit more physical based, right? And by the way, New Earth is still going to be physical, you feel me? But it's like while on the physical New Earth, people will be more focused on spiritual values. But that may not be happening right now. So because of that, you may be alone. You're meant to be for the people who have spiritual focuses, but people may not be inside that mode right now. And you need to realize that you're not for everyone. You're meant for the people in the new earth. So recognize that you do have support all around you, and really lock in on your spirit, so that way you can actually help to manifest a new earth and align with the people who are meant for you in the new earth. You feel me? Then the last thing is a message that I'm pretty sure got brought up last week also, which is tapping into our inner child and the gifts that our inner child has. Redeveloping that innocence for life, where life is just an adventure. We don't always see bad things. Things are still good and things can still be whimsical. You feel me? Really tap it into that inner childlike sense of wonder. That's gonna help you get over the homesick. You feel me? That's gonna help you take life more easy. That's gonna help you overcome the more negative aspects of life, because a lot of spiritual people are aware of all like the demonic aspects of life, but our child self was more ignorant to that, and it had a high and it had more innocence, which could have made it a bit more happy. You feel me? And as you tap into your inner child, you may recognize your rare gifts that have always been with you, but were attached to the inner child. And this could also lead to some spontaneous awakenings and some spontaneous activations, and really just integrating your spirit, because your childhood self was always in tune with your spirit. And when you get into with your childhood self, you get into with your spirit and you unify them both, stuff like that. You feel me? And shit's fucking lit. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I love you all. I'm gonna catch my next video. Peace the freak out.